Happy Halloween! Musical Meloetta here, and I got a request from Roman to do a video on how to make sprites. So, long story short, I use pre-made sprites and I color them and I do whatever I want to. So I'm gonna give you guys an easy way how to do it. So first, go to Pokemon Stadium. You'll come up, you'll do Pokemon Stadium /tool/sprites. So you'll get this, and it'll give you Pokemon Sprites, which has official art, main series, and miscellaneous. And you can make it transparent or white if you want. You can also go to here, which is Trainer Card Maker, and you can choose a trainer. All you need to do is to select a trainer, and I'm going to select the easiest one I can select, which is Caitlin. Now I'm going to open up Paint. This is Microsoft Paint, and I'm going to paste. I'm going to do Control W, and I'm going to make it 500, not 50, 500. Alright, that's a really good size to make Pokemon sprites, or humanized sprites. You wanted to know how to make these, so I'm going to show you my way of making them. And you can zoom in if you want. This one gives me not much of any trouble, and it's an easy way to start. Now, if I use two things. I use paint.net to make the sprites transparent, and I use Paint, Microsoft Paint, for general reasons. Now, I've done many things to a Caitlin sprite before, so I'm kind of a master at it. So if you don't want these hearts, then you can delete it by erasing everything, and that's what we're going to do. I do not have a set thing, and if you need to redo something because you messed up, go ahead and redo it. There's an undo button. Basically, I've been doing these kind of sprites for a bit, and I have some old unseen sprites, so I will go over these, and I will show you some of my unseen sprites that haven't seen a light of day in a while. Alright. Now, I did not make all the sprites in the newest little ending of what was supposed to happen in TPS. I want to thank Mega Unknown and Thanao. They helped make the sprites. I created a few. Thanao created a few, and then, yeah, I had asked if people would help me create them, and someone rose the call, and then I asked the other person, can you make this sprite at least? And they did it. So I finished those off. Alright. So I'm going to leave the hat. If you want to erase the hat, all you have to do is kind of make a type of hair, and work with it. It's not that hard. I've done it before. But we're just going to leave the outfit as the way, or we're going to leave the hat as the way it is. We might change the outfit up a little bit, but we're definitely going to change the hair up. So I'm going to edit colors, and I'm going to select a very light blue, because I'm going to turn this all blue. This very pale blue. I'm going to come in with our other color blue, and I'm going to go into this. As you guys can see, it's pretty light, and it's really nice on the eyes. So I'm filling in wherever I have these little areas, and then I need a little light blue over here, a little light blue over here, and then if you do actually need to touch up your sprite like I would need here, all you need to do is go over where you need to go, and if it's like the leg area, which I'll show you some of the problematic sprites for me. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I'll show you some problematic sprites for me to do, which would include Cynthia. If I used her as a base, she is really problematic because of her color scheme and how Yikes, that's too dark. And how that works in a sense. Basically, her sprite, it's mainly black clothing and the background's black. If you get my point, it doesn't mix well. So making the sprite transparent is kind of harder due to that issue. However, you can use Sprite, and I recommend you do select difficulties for yourself for sprite editing or sprite making or anything. If you want to challenge yourself, that is a good way to challenge yourself if you're trying to make more. By all means, I am not a professional. If you want someone who actually creates sprites on their own and such, ask one of my great friends, Helly. You can ask him. He does very great sprites. You can ask Mega. You can ask Thanao. They create theirs from scratch, and that takes a while. I like to make my sprites to the point I can just quickly make it, give it to my friend, and they use it. And if you guys don't know, I do create a few sprite edits for friends, so I call it sprite edits, but it's mainly alterations to a Pokemon sprite. I usually just do those, and it worked out in the end because that's what they asked for, and I deliver upon their request. Now, I'm just going to change the hair. You basically do what I'm doing right now. You take different colors and you make a little color scheme out of that color. So you make it lighter if it's the area is a bit lighter, or you make it darker if it's darker. And yeah, it's really not bad. This is just how I make my sprites and how I do them, so you guys can see. You might call me a copywriter. I do not care what you guys will say about this. This is how I do it, and I've been working upon not making my own. Honestly, that it seems too tedious for me, and considering I'm a high school student right now who is trying to get their life together, and their life is never going to be together right at this point, it's just not what I have time for. Now, would I love to learn to do it? Yeah, totally. I would love to learn so. But I do not have the time. And if I could, I would. This is basically how you do sprite edits. You, as you can see, it's a lot of clicking, but it's worth it in the end. So all I did was alterations to the hair. You can do alterations to the clothing, what color you want things to be. You can make it poofier if you wanted to, depending on whatever you wanted. I'm not going to explain some of these, but I'm going to open, and I'm going to pictures. And I'm going to go to old Emolga sprite. Don't save. I'm not going to save it. So this is one of my old sprites. I thought that was... Yeah, I was wrong. This is an old Emolga sprite. So you guys can see I have a lot of things in here. Old Esper sprite. Didn't I take away my list? I had a whole list. I'm being honest here. I have a whole list. Huh. I had an old list, but... Oh, here we go. New Emolga sprite. Sorry. I could not figure this out. Okay, so this is an old list of characters I have as sprites now. So we have Emolga, Brault, Pachirisu, Purloin, Pichu, which is her current sprite, as you can see, it's just her shiny form. We have Spiel, Droberg, Azurill, Oshawott, Victini, Buneary, Skitty, Esper, Aeron, which you can see that's Laron's sprite, Manaphy, Deerling, which there's an yes, this is actually the original sprite for Ninetales. Cyndaquil. It's different. I never showed that. Oh yeah, I gotta go show you guys that. There's Shaman, Happiny, Riolu, Shinx, Spinda, Arcanine, Lillipup, Eevee, Dratini, not Butterfree, Beautifly. Oh my gosh. Stunky, yes, that's actually Stunky Sprite. I really love it. Petalil, Purloin, or Purugly. No, Purloin. Sorry, I am not on my game today. Mudkip, Larvitar, Nidorina, Byakuya Tagami, aka Tauros, Swirlix, Fennekin, Eevee, because I forgot Eevee was a guy, and Weasel. So that's all my sprites. Thank you guys for watching, and oh shoot. And thank you guys for watching my tutorial on how I recolor sprites.